Welcome back to the Real Double Dose channel with your host Lex, as always, here, keeping it live and feeling the vibe with RDDC. For any show requests or feedback or anything you need to lash out, say out, or give, reach us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's yandex.com. And as well as realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com, where you can check out all the wonderful insights, pages, and more. And also scroll down on that blog to the About Me section, where you can find all our links, disclaimers, music rights, and so much more, and our book links, and as well as our featured partners and so much. GiveMeAllThat.com, and many more to come, and the illumination of self and spirit and mind elevation courses, classes, and free giveaways of wonderful books and insights to elevate only more than we already do. Will be available as well as well as free travel giveaways and so much more. I know I say so much more, but there is so much more. So I'm happy to be back on here with you. How is my family doing? I miss you. But I also know that some of you have been a little bit taken back by the only airing for Wednesdays. And I know that it came as kind of a shocker to a certain point, but we're only airing Wednesday and Sunday. But Sundays, like I said, it's going to be an extra treat. And we're going to have more expansion to channels and so much more. Like, for instance, if you want to check us out, you can go on different platforms like TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, Spotify.com, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Blueberry.com, and, SoundCloud and so much more. And soon to be Internet Radio itself, where you can just play it in the car without having to download anything. Yes. And we have different kind of partnerships and so much more. So families, I appreciate it. And it's not permanent, though, only Wednesday once a week, but it's something that's for sure. And because of that, the episodes can actually go a little bit longer. I know they've been about 10 or 15 minutes to make sure you can get your day started. But, we can go 20, 25, whatever the flow holds. We have not forgotten. We're only expanding the mindset of those who are out there. I know a lot of people have different shows and channels where they do things, but no one can do it exactly the same way someone else does. So our flavor is a little bit different, but we're here. Yes. So get at us about anything. A recipe, life, facts, relationships, whatever you need under the sun. Let's do it. So let's get into this episode, because I want to really touch base on this and some goodies coming up too. So this is hashtag habits to results. And just from hearing and reading the title, what it's going to be about to a certain point. So hashtag habits to results. Now, this right here really kind of tuned in a little extra, and it definitely needed to be said. But like, I look at our habits. Our habits change our results. We don't need to lose weight. We need better eating habits, right? And as far as the same thing goes, so we can lose weight because of it. And these are examples I'm giving you to the intro of what I'm saying. We don't need necessarily more money, but we need better spending habits and better strategic habits behind our money. We don't need necessarily a better relationship from that other person to make things perfect. We need a better relationship with ourselves first. Now, habits to results is exactly what I've been feeding off of myself, looking into the spectrum of what I have going on personally, whether the team has things going on, they share things with me, sometimes they email things with me, we talk about things, different friends, different situations. It comes from literally a slice of life from we're not even going to roll that out. We're going to keep that. A slice, what is it? When we say that, when I say the intro, we put together, serving a slice of everyday life is exactly that. I mean, if it's serving a slice of life, I have a recipe for that too. It helped my friend's daughter and so much more. So you can get at us for that too. No shade. But look at our habits though. And we have another episode coming up. I believe it's hashtag habitual effects or something like that, but that'll come in later on. Right now, I had to get this habits to results, because I look at that and I'm like, wow. When I heard the information about different people going through things, and myself personally, all of us, I mean, like, we feel like we're in this constant bound where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on, what's happening. And it's almost like we're, the programs that are being fed to us throughout our whole lives and what we accept and what we do and the routines. It's like, it keeps happening. Like, for instance, someone that is connected to our family, they just seem to, follow the guidelines of always having an issue where they find themselves running from bar to bar and bed to bed. And it's not a downplay on that, because I know a lot of people are going through that and still trying to sift through it. Some just enjoy it, and some are kind of in that zone where someone else will say, man, I just don't know how to get my health together. And a lot of medications, cortisol, stress, all that comes into play too. So let's not put that out there. But someone could say, I really need to get my health together. And that could be gaining weight, losing weight, restructuring themselves. It doesn't necessarily have to be just losing weight. Like, that's the only problem with weight itself. But what I'm saying is, if that's the case, rather we haven't rectified what's going on from behind the scenes if we're constantly eating. And I started noticing that too. My diet was always the same. So even though I saw myself eating good habits for 2 to 3 days a week, the rest of those days during the week, I was kind of going right back down. And then I'm like, like, even though, yeah, your body's staying consistent, it's to the whole point that you're not breaking the pattern. You have to break the pattern all the way, even if it's 5 days a week and 2 of those days are inconsistent. At least I've gained another 2 days of being more consistent. Therefore, it becomes a habit to give me results. So it's the same thing in relationship. Now, I've dealt with a lot of verbal, mental, spiritual, and narcissistic behavioral relationships. And different people want to play that role where it's, I don't know what's going on, it's my fault, it's your fault, the blame game, pretty much. Maybe we'll have an episode about that too. Blame game, hashtag. But I'm just saying, let's get to it. It's just the whole point. If we keep accepting those people back in our lives continually, whether it's, it's family, I can't get rid of them, or we have kids together, or we had a lifelong goal together, or we're business partners, it still can be nipped in the bud somehow or some way in a right discretional way. It doesn't have to be just, I can't fix it because of this. There's no such thing as an excuse that will last unless we let it live. So I say that to myself, taking a page from that, like, habits to results is the same understanding of why do we keep going through that habit? Maybe it's a self-love issue, maybe it's a self-understanding, or maybe it's pushing ourselves too far into the bounds of saying, we have to be there, we have to be this strength, we have to be this warrior. Yes, we do for ourselves, but we're not here to be a beating rug or a walking mat or anything else. If we've given all that we can and all that we are able to give, and then we're taking from ourselves as well to where we're spiraling down, that's a habit that's not going to lead to any result except detrimental. And if that person does need that level of help, they should seek it out. Give them a card to someone that can help them or something. Send them this way. We'll preach. Yes, we will. So I just want to put that hashtag habits to results, because we have to look at, we're not getting the results that we need because of our habits. Now, there's a lot of projects that we have, RDC, different organizations that are going, our nonprofits, so much more. The story series, the book series, all kinds of things. But at the same time, even though it's overwhelmingly wonderful and magnificent because there's so much to do and so many opportunities and blessings given, it's the whole point. The habit of not being able to do that, the habit of not getting into it all the way holds us back to the results that we're not receiving. You see, we have to look at the things that we call upon. We have to look at all the understandings of the habits that we create. We have to stop for a moment and say, man, this is what I did yesterday and the day before. How do I stop it? Start one step at a time. One step at a time. One less phone call from that person that irritates you. One less lunch afternoon where you're sitting out there spending an extra 2 hours where you could be focusing and getting information or Googling it or getting a hold of us or someone that you know to help you out with the project. Or understand the guidelines of where it is. We do give free career strategy, consultations. We also do, different strategies, business building, and so much more. It's not just a price tag; it's a life tag. Yes, remember that. Hashtag is not just a price tag; it's a life tag to get your life, get it together, what you want to do. And it's not the point of just obtaining goals that we've learned from life and where we should be on top of the world. Like I said, some people's top of the world just sitting on a mountain drinking a cup of coffee. No cliche to Colombian coffee. That's in my bloodline. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter about, just having certain things, that idealism of what the world sees as your greatness, your success, your goals being met. It's what we feel within and what we know we have penetrated inside of ourselves to manifest in the greatness of what it was, and which it is. I've met a wonderful friend, and because of that, it's good to have enlightenment, speak and talk. I know you've heard conversations of, oh, Lex, my wife. Some people will reference me as that. Some people reference me as sister. Some people reference me as the goddess. That's what I am. And so much more. So there's a lot of, titles and stipulations put on me, but it's the position I decide to play, and I need to play at the current time. There are so many things that are happening in our lives that we constantly don't look at because we're so comfortable of what we know that we don't want to break the habits to get to the unknown, because we're scared of the results we might not get because we break those habits. I know sometimes the fear gets us, everyone, where we're like, oh man, if we do focus on this and we do put everything we got into this, will it give us the results that we want, or is it just a fantasy? So we find ourselves kind of like going into the spot to where we're just sitting there on our mental survival mode, where it's like it's stressing us out, it's getting us excited, but at the same time, our mind's still going to fight against us, like something is there, so it has to prepare us for it, and we get into this sense of complacency. So what I will say is, if we want to make sure the results are what we're getting, we have to adhere and understand that there are habits that are keeping us there and that are forming us there. Whether it be someone having teeth that are falling out and toothaches every other day. Well, if you have a habit of eating candy all day long and you're sitting there going to sleep with all that sugar and corroding and chemicals eating at your teeth, you're going to get the same results. If you have a problem with your back and you're working a job or doing something to where your back's not supported, or you are just hurting it more and more and more, eventually the results are going to be, God forbid, that you're sitting there having more issues than you actually could calculate, because you're not breaking those habits. You're not changing them one step at a time. And that's what life is. It's always one step at a time, just like one breath at a time. If we don't have anything to focus on except what we want to change and what we're not willing to look at to change, then our hashtag habits to results are always going to be the same. They say the method to insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So that's what I'm going to work on more myself, and I know we all can do it together. And you can leave those over at RDDC Lex Team on our Facebook page or our at Real Double Dose channel. And we appreciate all those who have. Share your story, your journey, whatever you want to do, even the emails privately. We don't care about just having it always out there to the world to see. But if you feel comfortable about that, do it. But hashtag habits to results. What are your habits that are giving you the results you want or don't want? Look into the spectrum and remember to be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the spirit. This is Lex, your host with the Real Double Dose channel. Get a hold of us at theyandex.com or the Real Double Dose channel.blogspot.com. You're wonderful. You're amazing. You're blessed. And just keep moving forward. And remember, fix what you have to do within you so you can do all outside of you. We'll be back with you very, very soon.